Okay guys, so Brandon has left for the driving test. We left about 10-15 minutes ago. So this is like the most stressful part now, the wait, and hoping they don't come back too early, because as you know, if they make a mistake, the examiners will bring them back. They won't do the whole 40 minutes. I've already seen two learners come back within the 15-minute mark, which unfortunately means that they failed. And so all we can do now is wait, and hopefully Brandon does it. So I'll be back again with the results shortly.
Hooray! So this course really filled my knowledge gaps, and I became more confident.
After watching some of the videos on the course, I felt really comfortable with the extra knowledge.
Before I passed my driving test, I was really nervous. It really helped me have more confidence, and I would take what I learned during the course into my lessons and really aid that.
The videos obviously help you because you're going into that lesson knowing exactly what you're going to do, and just having that knowledge just makes that lesson faster and you feel a lot better.
38 easy to understand, precise videos covering every single topic required to pass the driving test. These are not just theory based, they are practical videos demonstrating everything from moving off and stopping a vehicle to all of the maneuvers and every other module required. So if you're lacking knowledge, or maybe your instructor has forgotten to cover something, or you're just not grasping a certain topic, then this course has it covered. You can watch the videos before your driving lessons, which means you'll get into the car knowing exactly what to do. This will definitely save you time on your lessons. Okay guys, so Brandon is back. He's come back about 40 minutes, which is the full duration of the test, which could be a good sign, but it could also mean that he could have made a fault just at the end of the test on the way back. So he's here, and the examiner has given him the result. Let's go and find out what's happened. How you doing, Brand? Okay, let me just fit the camera in. Okay. Right, so you're back from your test, Brand. Yeah. And this time you didn't come back early. Yeah, but it could, like on the last time you were back about 20-25 minutes in, yeah. This time you have come back after the full 40 minutes. But it could have meant that you've made a fault on the way back in the last 5 minutes. So, but overall, like the lesson before your test, like just that we did, it wasn't like the best. And there was me, I was like I'd say you could call it having a bit of a go at you, yeah. Okay. And then you're feeling a bit, maybe you're going to do it, maybe you're not, yeah? Shall we just tell everyone what happened this time?
First of all...
Wait there, what's that?
You mean this? Yeah!
I've never been so relieved, yeah. Okay, my career as a driving instructor of you actually getting that past is good. Yeah. Well done, Brandon, well done.
I can't lie, when we got back, he didn't say much until we sat down. He didn't say anything. He's like, is that your instructor? I'm like, yeah. Are you okay if he hears the debriefing? I was like, yeah. So he come to the door, wind it down a little bit. It's like, I'm pleased to inform you. I was like, oh.
I've never been happy to hear those words.
I need to headbutt the horn.
How does it feel?
It feels good.
Oh, it does, doesn't it?
Do you want me to explain what went down?
Yeah, so I did ask the examiner to go through any faults. He goes, there were just two. One was on a roundabout. Slight bit of lane discipline. He goes, he wasn't the best of markings. He goes, he was slightly going out, but then you sorted it out.
Yeah. I think he said Cosley, was it? I think I was on the. I can't remember which side it was in particular, but I was in my lane. It was that my wheel had come. You know when it's like on it, but like not like over. If that makes sense.
So it was a fault for lane discipline, yeah.
Yeah, so I was looking left and right, and then I instantly did it, and I verbalized it. I was like, I'm looking. Is that exit? Is it safe? And I was like, okay, lane discipline. You know.
Cool. And the other one was for the emergency stop. So you got the emergency stop, didn't you? Yeah.
Yes.
So he said the stopping was fine. And then your observations, he said you did check your blind spot. It was a quick look to both sides. Yeah, these are the examiner's words. And then he goes, you check that mirror, then you check that one. So there's a bit of like delay moving off after the observations. Yeah. And
yeah, because I did all the observations twice, and on the second time doing it, I did them all except for that blind spot one.
Yeah. And that's what he gave you a minor driving fault for. Yeah. Okay. And that was it. Just 2 faults.
Yeah. There was one point where the words of yourself echoed through my mind. We were on one of the roads, and I pulled up onto the left. Obviously, he asked me to pull up on the left like 3-4 times, all along the same kind of road. And then this was the last time that we did it. And all of a sudden, traffic was just like, vroom. So I'm sitting there like this. I'm like for a good minute, and like that's how much traffic there was. I'm just like this. I'm like, crap, is he gonna? What's gonna happen? And then, lights came on, and I was like, okay, perfect. Went ahead. We did the pulling into a bay, like on a right. Yeah.
So
turning.
or did you go forward into a bay?
Yeah, forward into a bay on
yeah,
the right.
That was the manoeuvre that we messed up this morning. Yeah.
I did it perfectly, and I sat there. It's like, do you want to check outside your door if you're in? I'm like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah. Okay, cool. Looked. He opened that door, saw that I was in. I knew I was in from the lines anyway, but he let me. Let me check anyway. Everything was great. We followed the sat nav quite far. Funnily enough, he took me around a route by my house for quite a while. I was like, that actually calmed my nerves down a little bit more.
I see, when you're waiting for the traffic, when you're waiting to move off, it's okay to wait until you find a safe gap, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
My slowing down on roundabouts was I'm not going to say perfect, but I'm going to say it was really good. Got gear 2, and most of the time it was a clear roundabout, so I could just drift.
It was obviously good because it didn't mark you down for it at all. Yeah, but like I said, really happy.
Can I give 2 tips, I guess?
Oh, you want to give everyone tips now on your
No, for what helped me, like big.
Yeah. Before those tips, how would you say the examiner was?
You know what? Like the last examiner, like who was very very nice and calm. And this man was also very calm.
Last time you had the lady examiner, she was really good as well.
Yeah, she was
like
really
I mentioned in the last day, she had a bit of a laugh and joke before we left as well. Yeah, and then continue about this guy.
He was very calming. He'd talk through things, and I was talking like when I say constantly. If you saw the video before this, I was like quite quiet, but on the exam, every waking minute I was talking. Okay. Right mirror, front mirror, and he's like, I'd see him, he'd smile sometimes when I'm talking. I'd be like, oh, mirrors, seriously, lean forward, mirrors, and talk. And anytime I'd slow down, I'm like, okay, slow down, not safe, clear distance, all that type of jazz. Just everything that I was doing, all in my head.
So you kind of stuck to my advice, yeah.
He was just very. He even said I think he said, you okay? I'm like, yeah. I get nervous on test environments. It's it's okay. I've tried not to put pressure on you in any way, and I'm like, it's fantastic. He was just very, very great. He's very aware as well, so helped me a lot.
It's like the examiners, guys. I wouldn't do not be afraid of the examiners. Yeah, they are there's a lot of rumors out there that the examiners are out there to fail you, the mean, the this and that. Yeah, but like I said, me personally, my personal experience over all these years, okay, you don't have to be afraid of the examiners, okay? Right then, now Brandon's top. Well, you're going to give 2 tips, are you?
I think so.
Okay, so Brandon's tips to pass the driving test.
This is more a personal Well, both of these are very personal tips.
Yeah, sorry, go on, carry on.
Go ahead.
No, carry on.
It's your video.
No.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I shouldn't have interrupted. Carry on.
No, talking through. Like, I know on lessons I don't talk as much and whatnot. I'm trying to absorb a lot of things on the test. Like I said, I talk through every single minute of myself, whether you do it loud or like quiet. If you think something's a more riskier situation, maybe talk a little bit louder. Not only for myself did it work, but it was also like, okay, if my head movements are lacking a little bit, let's say they are, me verbalizing what I'm doing and if what I think the actual safety of the road is, it also reassures the examiner, because there were a few times where we would come up to a closed off junction or a closed roundabout in a section, and I'd be like, I can see him leaning forward a little bit, but you know, that's normal. And I'm like, okay, coming up to a closed junction, vision, what's it called? Prohibited, whatnot. Keep it slow, get gear 1, look around, is it safe? Nothing from this side, nothing from that side. Okay, double check. I'm going off. Is it safe to build up speed?
We get it. Yeah,
sorry, I'm excited. Excited.
But yeah, Brandon's saying talk yourself through stuff, yeah, that you're doing, yeah, he helps, yeah. Like, just like some people like you, Brandon, it makes a massive difference. Yeah, that's why, you know, this morning when we made those mistakes on the roundabouts and that, yeah, that's why we're not like that was when I said to you, Brandon, talk yourself through, because we know it works, yeah. So that's Brandon's first tip, which is a good tip.
I'm in my mind a lot, so that's why I have to talk to myself, because if I don't, I'll just daydream.
Okay.
Second tip, the amount of gum that is in my mouth right now. Before we left off, you know that gum that he offered me beforehand? I went, got at least 3-4 sticks, sorry. I got at least 3-4 sticks, put them in my mouth. Me focusing and like chewing and just like being able to just relax. It sounds like a weird tip, but it's for concentration.
You know, it might work for people. Yeah,
seriously.
Chewing gum. But you know what? I thought your second tip was going to be the ultimate driving course. Well, I was hoping that was going to be the first. I was interrupting.
No,
but it's not the ultimate driving course, guys. It's chewing gum.
No, for real though. Third tip. Ultimate driving course did actually help.
Obviously, we know that helps with the lessons, yeah, and like, you know, any areas, any knowledge that's lacking, yeah. Say you haven't had time to cover because you've found a cancellation test or something that your instructor might have covered. Obviously, that's there for that. Mm-hmm. Obviously, for the test days, like these kind of tips, yeah, talking yourself through, yeah. Don't be afraid of the examiner, and Brandon's tip, chewing gum.
I watched through so many times, like when we weren't actually driving because we were waiting, I'd watch the show me tell me questions so much, and like I watched them last night again, and it's just they're just there. I've spoken to a lot of people that have messaged me on Instagram. It's hard to actually reply to a lot of the requests because there are a lot, so I'll take my time. But a lot of people that have actually told me that they've used the Ultimate Driving course. And seriously, like, they've had nothing, but I've not had one negative comment from it. Yeah, they all love it.
The thing is, you can't always please everyone, but to me, it's a tool that will help learners. That's enough about the Ultimate Driving course. Main thing is, guys, Brandon has passed his driving test. And, the final tip that the examiner gave you about the pass certificate, yeah, obviously, they take your provisional. Yeah, Brandon did ask, can I keep my provisional, like, for ID? No, like, if you want that positive, like, so basically you can keep it, but then you'll have to make the application for your actual license, whereas they will do everything now. And that will, he said, within 4 to 6 weeks, yeah, that will come. And in the meantime, this certificate, yeah, the pass certificate, will act as your license. And he said it's good to take a picture of it, just in case you lose it. And say if, the police did stop you for any driving offence and wanted you to show your document, your driving license, you'd have to show this. Mm-hmm. Okay, but yeah, well done, Brandon. Congratulations again. So, how you feeling?
I feel like I just want to walk home at this point. Like,
you can if you want to save me a journey. But yeah, end of the driving lessons for Brandon.
End of a learning era.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll get Brandon to feature on the channel once or twice because he's been quite popular. Yeah, we'll think of something, maybe a motorway lesson.
Yeah, oh yeah, something like that. Lessons could be cool.
But yeah, guys, thank you so much for everyone who's been following Brandon's journey, and I know lots of you that will comment every week with just supporting the channel and Brandon's journey. Thank you so much. Like always, actually, before I say bye, Brandon, would you like to say bye?
Thank you for all of the support that you lot have all given me since the very beginning. I know it's been a long time, you know, COVID and everything, but seriously, thank you all for the kind words, kind tips, and I've always read the comments and responded to a lot of you, and it's honestly, it's helped me a lot massively.
And Brandon, thank you for allowing us to, like, obviously put all this content on YouTube as well. Yeah, I'm sure it's helped a lot of the viewers as well.
Great community, really,
Okay.
really nice community.
So yeah, thank you very much. Like always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.
Peace.